else is going on. Could they be hiding? Let's see what we can find. These electro monuments look a little suspicious.
Not bad. Light of the blazing sun!
Phew! As monsters go, that one was pretty tough. But what's such a huge Thunderhelm Lodge Trail doing here in the first place? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh? Tepe? What are you doing here?
I just got back from
Are you alright there, bud?
I'm fine. It's nothing. On my way past, I heard that someone had, if there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero.
Pepe.
Now that it could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here.
Urabashi? Who's that?
A god. Look, there's...
Ah! It's a gigantic snake skeleton!
Urabashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Urabashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Urabashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible!
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Urabashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Urabashi attacked civilization. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, alright, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so you should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Hey, don't...
Let's report back to Coco.
Wet. That must be uncomfortable. Let's take a break. I'll use my fire to dry you off. Rev the engines!
Sangonomiya Shrine is a sacred place.
Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here too! Approximately how many people?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count.
Kokomi.
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging. I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt Decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But Risky Goro, have you...
Well, most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still...
Do you know something about this?
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using their delusions immediately. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. Wait a second. Speaking of... No! Let's go...
Try and stop me!
Should be a bit better bandaged up.
Just a moment. Let me get up. Oh, right. Yeah. Fighting the Shogun's army at sea. Taking on Shogunate samurai all by myself. If only I were stronger still. The stronger I am. It wasn't long after you were made captain of Swordfish 2. I met these mysterious people. Said they were with our supporters. They gave it to me and said that as long as I have the will to become stronger, his secret weapon will answer my call. It's just illusion. Oh God. Doesn't sound very good. So, what's the difference? Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon. I've been getting more and more. At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. Didn't think anything of it. But today, I got back and suddenly my vision was going blurry. This is a real shame. Guess I didn't. Hey, when our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain. Right as rain, I tell you. As soon as I've rested up.
Tepe! Hey! Where are you going? Hey!
How's Tepe's condition? I have put out the order to seize all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been less fortunate.
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to keep using them.
Okay, I'll leave you to deal with the situation. I have to get to the front line. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, it could well undo everything we have achieved so far. What are your thoughts? No, it's too dangerous. The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders. To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. But it's sure to be heavily guarded. It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some troops with you.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are sure to take notice. If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their escape.
Very true. Let me think. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure the supply of raw materials. Not many places meet these criteria. And if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be the cliffs, near the ocean at the southwest of Yashiori Island. I'm not going to stop you. But please, be careful. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Huh? You mean to the Delusion Factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
Rev the engine! Try and stop me!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Huh?
I'm gonna get careless!
I'm going in! Yeah!
Can't run! Well, I see through you! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Decided by destiny!
You can't run! Looks like I went too far.
Shadows of wrath from the sky!
Must counterattack! So quiet.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal metal.
Come at me!
Now where have we seen that? Wait a second.
Killjoy!
You're getting this from Rico? So the Conjure Commission are...
You can't run! Well, I see through you!
Adventure
Don't
time!
be a killjoy!
We go!
We've only just begun!
Everybody stand back! Let's light it up! Pyroclastic surge! Try and stop me!
Now you've got me worked up.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! Like I
Delve into
went
destiny!
too far! This was well done!
My vision is clouded.
You need to hurry up!
Written in the stars.
Unfortunate fault!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Rev the engines!
Intruder spotted! Not to let them impede the work of the Harbingers! Distracted! Never get out of here alive! Time to fulfill my duty! No slacking off! Let's end this quickly! Not breaking a sweat! Stay right there!
Pyroclastic surge!
Isn't time for right joy? We've only just begun!
Going in!
All you got? You can't run!
Let me scribe.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only
Full
just
throttle! Light of the blazing sun!
You can't run! Let's be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Is this our fate?
Decided by destiny.
I miscalculated.
Take cover!
Yeah.
Let's end this quickly!
Get out of here! Take cover! Take cover! Teamwork is strength!
Let me scribe. Yeah.
Adventure
Let's end this quickly! But not this time!
Shadows of fate. Fate is upon you. Leave my space. Let me scry.
Now this idiot must have a death wish! Don't be intimidated! Lord Harbinger will be here soon! Let's move!
Take cover!
Have a load of this!
Take cover!
This was well done!
Don't see that. Everybody stand back!
You need to hurry up! An unfortunate fault!
Delve into destiny.
Let's light it up!
This is Her Majesty's gift. Let me scribe.
Get out of here! Adventure time! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Mirror images. Written in the stars. Out of my sight. Delve into destiny.
By royal decree! Let's light it up!
Mirror images. Let me scribe. Out of my sight. Her Majesty's power.
Everybody stand
through me!
Winter, shall we venture?
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
So, you're another Fatui Harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you, oh mighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor? Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world. Trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time. But each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause, just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's...
Hey, calm down!
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Okay, that's positive. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please.
Paimon didn't quite follow.
Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Right! Paimon was based on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our backs.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me? Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no? Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleagues' behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person, but alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden... And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. Don't you think? The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss. The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt decree? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits. don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing. That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this. To that I say, well done, child. You did not disappoint me after all.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
We've been a team for a while now, haven't we?
Ad Astra Ab. Thank you for completing.
Rev the engines!
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big help, don't you think? The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
I can do.
Follow the light.
Let's light it up!
Let's ride!
Full throttle!
Fate is upon you. Delves into
Pyroclastic surge!
Rev the engines!
I'm going in!
Let's ride!
Let me scry. Shadows of fate.
Light of the blazing sun!
Light it up!
Let me scry.
Let's ride!
Full throttle!
Adventure time!
Stand clear. Absorption test. Decided by destiny.
Teamwork is strength! Pyroclastic surge!
Animal hypostasis delves into destiny.
Rise with the sun!
Stand clear. Let me scry. Shadows of fate!
Let's ride! Pyroclastic surge!
Rev the engines!
Delve into destiny! Absorption test! Shadows of fate! Animal test 63. Let me scry! I'm going in! Decided by destiny! Enhanced animal modules. Stand clear. Shadows of fate.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
My fire grows hotter, and my body... My fire grows hotter, and my body and spirit more aligned. This power shall allow me to fulfill all my duties as a leader.
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Get out of here! Out of the way!
Delve into destiny.
Light it up!
Pretty good.
Let's have some fun, shall we?
Animal test 6308.
Invent teamwork is dreamwork!
Forget it!
Rise with the sun!
Well played.
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Shadows of fate. Leave my space.
What is this next
Written in the stars.
Light up the blazing sun! Try and stop me!
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Take cover! Why do they never miss?
Swirl, Mark 2.
Light it up! Let's have some fun, shall we? Everybody stand back!
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Out of the way! Stand clear.
Wrath from the sky!
Tide rises! Let's watch this!
It's dream work! Shadows of fate!
Burn it down!
Forget it! Forget it!
Absorption test! Off we go! All right, let's finish this.
Rev the engines!
About the Raiden Shogun.
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
What? Like Dvalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form. In your dreams. curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
There's a part 2?
Fate is upon you.
Stand quickly.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Let me scry.
Delve into destiny. Pyroclastic surge!
Not bad.
Wrath from the sky!
Animal test 6308. We're finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this...
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle. But when they face the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue...
You don't have to be so blunt. The Travelers...
It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful. Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami Shrine.
All of this sudden, you're entertaining guests? Paimon's really struggling to understand how you work.
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time. Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Don't know.
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity. Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryou Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou and Kanjo Commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo Commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusions from the shadows. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryou Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryou Commission. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the right. I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for you. Don't even think about trying anything.
Affirmative.
It seems that you're forgetting. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed,
Gujiyai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
Gujiyai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-Sara. No one can match.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty.
Even though she will one day.
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
It's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Gujiyai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the... Come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
That was so scary! Paimon wasn't expecting, but... Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission...
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course... As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but what are we gonna do, though? We only have 3 days!
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me.
Try and stop me! Full throttle!
android Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before.
Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth.
Is this... she does...
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Oh, wow! A ninja?
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no... However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well with... Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryo Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the the Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here.
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me?
Not just yet.
So, it's still not over. I guess you can't. I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryo Commission. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance. I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now... The Tenryo Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access...
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of it's heavily guarded too. Even
if only there was a way we could destroy...
Yoimi is
That's a very Toma sound, but it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryo Commission. If someone set off fireworks near the statue, they certainly wouldn't ignore it. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryo Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might find.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside of here. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Poor Toma.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt Decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking?
The Tenryo Commission.
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find you.
The Tenryo Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards.
My apologies. Gamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission. My apologies. Gamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
Divination. Shadows of fate.
My apologies. Gamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
What kind of tea is this?
My apologies. Gamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
What kind of tea is this?
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
What kind of tea is this?
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
What kind of tea is this?
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
What kind of tea is this? Pleasant surprise. I wouldn't mind staying here for a while.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them.
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission. My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
Pleasant surprise. I wouldn't mind staying here for a while. What kind of tea is this?
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
Pleasant surprise. I wouldn't mind staying here for a while. Pleasant surprise. I wouldn't mind staying here for a while. What tea is this? Tea is this? A pleasant surprise. I wouldn't mind staying here for a while.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them. Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception. Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them. Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them. Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.
pleasant surprise. I wouldn't mind staying here for a while. What kind of tea is this? Pleasant surprise. I wouldn't mind staying here for a while.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them. Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them. Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them. Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them. Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.